So I recovered. Let's just check that everything's working. Seems so. Well, as I was saying, I felt a bit embarrassed by wait, is it really working? Give me a second. Oh, what the fuck? It still seems like it's showing the previous mess. Okay. Seems to be working. Out of all the moments, literally while I was narrating these things, but it's okay, nothing changes. So, yeah, as I said, I was just resting on her legs, and I had that embarrassing moment where I didn't say anything. I didn't even react much. It was just like a sensation, something that wasn't even processed in words, because we were still, I was feeling mainly other things, thinking about the situation and the sadness of having to go and having to leave her and everything behind, of course. I don't think there was much space for, appreciating the fact that I was there, at least. I don't remember, so I would not be able to say, but it's true that I don't remember it so much. It was more melancholy, but it was raining in that moment. I don't feel bad for having, lived it whatever way I've lived it. So I don't even remember it, so how can I feel bad about something that I barely remember? At the same time, again, for me, it's just a precious memory. At least I'm glad that I lived it, whatever it actually was. Whatever it actually was, the few things that I remember are well worth keeping or remembering, to say the least. And amongst this entire situation of intensity, feelings, and embarrassment, and what some people would call, young situation, like young people. For me, it's just what I still am. I suppose for many people I'm young or whatever the fuck. But you know, it's actually silly of me just to even still mention these people that make these kind of comments. So it's my fault too for still giving weight to the perception that some people might have. I don't know what person like Martina now would have as a perception. If she sees that Martina far away from where she is now, or anything like that. I certainly don't feel far away from that, despite not remembering much. And I am very glad that, you know, we stood up, and in the middle of the night with already the light coming through reality from the holes of the window. We stood up and we went in front of the fan to get some air, right? We're kind of playing too, like messing around with the fan, but we were somehow hiding in front of it, like hiding with the sound of the fan. We said something about it that was connected to the kisses we gave each other right after in front of it. I think there was some kind of comment. I don't know if it was the sound that covered the sound of our kisses for the mother that was always listening in her sleep, of course, right? To us. I don't know what it was. There was some reason, or even maybe something like close to an excuse for which we went in front of that. I remember those kisses. I don't remember much, like very well the sensation, how she kissed, but I remember it was intense. It's true that it was dark and only a few rays of light were coming through, but it was enough. It was enough to take the moment, to actually live the moment somehow. We were tired too, I suppose. Like, you know, we didn't sleep. But yeah, I think after leaving her house, I remember stepping away from that very small house, and then I don't remember anything else. Like, I don't remember where I went, what I did that day. I don't know how memory works, because clearly I remember some things that had some kind of importance, but at the same time, that cannot really be said. There are so many things that have a lot of importance to me, and I do not remember much of them. So there must be some other connection that eludes me. But whatever connection it is, whatever reason it is, I'm glad that I still remember something, at least, of that day, that night, of that person in general. And it's very possible that it's all over the place and wrong, but I suppose at this point I cannot do so much. I should be more careful, like I am trying to be now. But even now I'm not even that careful. I should be even more careful. But then, even if I start recording everything and anything, and there's other problems that arise with that. Well, after that we didn't speak much. We spoke for a few months and then it was all gone. I think she blocked me. She blocked me after discussion. I didn't remember on what. I wish I could tell you what kind of piece of shit I was or anything like that. I don't mind. If that's what happened, I just wish I kind of knew what happened. I don't wish it so much because it's not so important. I wish more that things didn't stop, you know. I wished it at the time, and I wished it now, and I wish it with many other things. People just didn't disappear, you know, that didn't just block others or left for reasons that are not so worthy. Because of course there could be many reasons why you don't speak to a person anymore. Sometimes it's like, okay, it makes sense. It's sad, because it's almost always sad. But, you know, it makes sense. I suppose, you know, some reasons that we can all agree, or some of us can agree on. For me, in this case, and in many other, I don't ever agree with whoever was trying to say that perhaps it makes sense that people block you in those ways, or for those reasons. But anyway, every case would need to be assessed, of course. This is one of those cases where, even if I don't remember so much, I feel like there was no need. It's also true at the same time that, you know, it's better for her that I disappeared from her life. Well, I didn't disappear, but I didn't disappear, but that we lost each other. It's good, because with the lifestyle and the things that I've done and I've carried out, maybe there wasn't much of a need for her to go through all of the hardship that I carried with me. I'm still a bit carried to this day. Even for this topic, there will be a bit more to say. Just like every fucking other thing, right? Always a bit more to say. A bit more. And that was all. At some point across the years, I'll mention this too, but across the years, I've asked Francesco, who's always the same Francesco. Across the years, he's the only one that I heard from. I'll talk about Mattia at the time, like next time, because there's a bit to say about him. But yeah, I heard from Francesco quite often. He would message me whenever he need. He's one of the most selfish people I've ever met. And it's not my perception, it's my perception, it's his perception, it's what's very, very blatant, let's say. At least from the eyes of people that are normal, not specialized in, psychology. Anyway, and across the years, I've asked him multiple times, can you let Martina know that I'd like to speak to her, like, that I think about her, that I dreamt of her? Can you tell her about this dream? Can you tell her this? Can you tell her that? Yeah. And he would never. And of course I didn't want to push it too much. I didn't want to be like, oh, can you talk to Martina for me? Because it's also like a favor that I'm asking anyway. But he didn't do it. And I thought it was just because he didn't care, didn't find it appropriate, a reason that, would make sense. But no, it was because he was jealous. At some point he also felt something for Martina, or anyway he found her like a close friend, and it's like he's possessive and blah blah blah. Incredible. Because of an idiot, because I was a selfish fucking idiot. I couldn't talk to Martina, which was the only way I could, because I had no contact from her or anyone close to her other than him. And that was like so annoying, and he figured it out. And then he eventually, actually, I don't know how it happened, but she got my number when I was already in Venice. Years after. I asked him to put me in contact with her. Years. It looks like a bit like Zach when he gets out of the coma and he realizes that years have passed since the last time he spoke with Erif. But anyway, we eventually spoke again, and she also seemed to be on the same wavelength as me. We actually called. And she seemed to be impacted by it. Like, she always wanted to talk to me too, apparently. And Francesco never actually told him one word of everything I told him to say. But yeah. She also said that she had a boyfriend, so because of how impacted she felt by me, and how it was like an important event for her in her life, she didn't want to basically talk further, keep in contact or stuff like that. Can't argue much with that, can I? Gosh damn. And again, I suppose it's probably best for them. Because in the end, why would you risk your relationship that is like stable and valuable for something that, regardless how precious it is also potentially, if not almost surely, fleeting, right? Like something that just is just a moment in a way. It's just a period, not something that is gonna last. Well, my feeling towards the memory and many other things have lasted even without anyone protecting them or taking care of them. But that's again another story. Oh, I also, after that call, I went and did a drawing, a chalk drawing. I'm glad I did. Even now that I remembered it, it's like, even now that I'm not doing the chalk drawing, it released, like, in the right place. Like as if those feelings are in the right place, you know? Even though they're not. Didn't mean that. What am I supposed to do here? I don't remember. Not killing them together? I don't remember already. I think I'll stop here. I don't think they can attack each other, so I cannot do that. I think that's it, right? Doesn't seem there's much more. I feel like I missed something here, because I still really know. Oh, let's go into that guy, actually. Now that I think about it. Oh, and I remember when she talked to me on the phone, she said that I would have not liked the person she had become. And that was so weird to say. Because when I was a kid, I didn't really have, like, things that I liked or that I didn't like. I didn't really criticize much people. As I grew up, I started to criticize people more, definitely. But she's never witnessed that. Like, she didn't know the person I had become with criticism and all that. She made that comment, and I was like, why do you think that of yourself? Because clearly it wasn't something that she knew of me. It was just, I know that you won't like me, as if like because I don't like myself. This guy just doesn't want to die. Can you imagine missing him like that? It's like, how do you say? No, not damnation. It's like, how do you say, man? Fuck, I don't know, that's a maledizione. Don't even remember fucking English. It's like a curse. There we go. Oh. Okay, my friend. Okay. Oh, I can see him. Beautiful. Done rings. Unlucky. Made a mistake. Made another mistake. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. He's dead. He's dead. Suppose that place will take me to Mog. How did I skip it? Yeah, I see one blood. Yeah. So is this how they took him? Incredible. very well.